है मेरे दोस्त, फटाफट जाइए on my show name Crick Fantasy Talk on Just and Merely Solely on Crick.
हाय, मेरा नाम है बाबाशीष नंदा। आप हमें सुन सकते हैं द क्रिकेट बाबा शो में ऑन द क्रिककॉम ऐप। क्रिककॉम ऐप अगर आप डाउनलोड करते हैं तो द क्रिकेट बाबा शो में आपको सारा सब कुछ क्रिकेट के रिलेटेड मिल जाएगा। एनालिसिस तो मिलेगी, फैंटेसी पिक्स भी मिल जाएंगे। तो जुड़े रहे हमारे साथ, डाउनलोड कीजिए द क्रिककॉम ऐप और सुनते रहिए।
एड्स कितने अनोइंग होते हैं ना, बट डू यू नो व्हाट्स नॉट अनोइंग? माय शो कॉल्ड फ्रॉम द आर्काइव, जिसमें मैं आपको ले जाऊंगा एक टाइम मशीन में और हर हफ्ते क्रिकेट से रिलेटेड एक नई और अनोखी कहानी आप तक ले आऊंगा। कहां पर? ऑफ कोर्स क्रिककॉम ऐप पर, जहां आपको मिलेगा क्रिकेट से रिलेटेड सारे के सारे लेटेस्ट अपडेट्स, न्यूज, scores and much more. Anyways, continue to enjoy what you will see.
हेलो, नमस्ते, सत श्री अकाल। मेरा नाम है आयुष रूंगटा और आप सुन रहे हैं मेरा शो स्टैट्स अनप्लग्ड। क्रिककॉम के इस बेहतरीन ऐप पे आपका बहुत तहे दिल से स्वागत करना चाहूंगा। मैं शुक्रगुजार हूं कि आप हमारे साथ जुड़े और आपको बिल्कुल निराश नहीं करेंगे। जी हाँ, हम देते रहेंगे आपको ऐसी चटपटी खबरें, ऐसी बातें बताएंगी जो आपके होश उड़ा देंगी, आपने कभी नहीं सुनी होंगी। और अगर आप फैंटेसी लीग्स में एक्टिव है तो वहां पे भी जानने को मिलेंगे आपको बहुत अच्छे राज। तो फिर देर किस बात की, जुड़े रहिए हमारे साथ क्रिककॉम के ऐप पे। और मेरे
Now on air with the CrickCom commentary team.
Okay, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The stage is set for India to make a comeback, but will West Indies allow that comeback to happen? Is a big question, because the third ODI is having that dark cloud of showers been throughout the day, but the main hurdle in front of India is not the West Indies playing good cricket. It's their momentum that will hurt him. And yes, here we are to cover the third T20 international between West Indies and India. It's from Guyana today. And we, the pair, as in after a long time, my old pal, the professor of Combox, Karthik Iyer, and myself, Swapnil Jadhav, welcome every listener who spends some time with us on the chat box, listening to the podcast, giving their share of comments and reviews, views, and we take it sportingly and we discuss all that is happening on the ground itself.
Absolutely, and you mentioned about the clouds. Well, as of now, there is sunshine on one side and there are dark clouds approaching. First things first, well, we'll tell you about the toss. The news from out of the center is that West Indies have won the toss and decided to bat first. So, Rovman Pal has not given in to the possibility that there might be showers. In fact, there are showers predicted throughout this game and it could be a start-stop game. And, the side chasing might have an advantage. But Rovman Pal has said, I don't care about that. What I feel is the pitch is going to be slow. And we saw in the first two games, one was in Taruba, Trinidad, and the other was in Guyana itself. And the pitches were slow. 150 was a defendable target. India almost pulled off something sensational in the previous game. So he has gone in with that notion and decided to bat. One change for West Indies which was expected. Jason Holder, who was injured, you won't believe, while trying to play a slog sweep of Yuzvendra Chahal, and he got stumped. So he has been replaced by Roston Chase. And well, as far as the Indians are concerned, two changes. Kuldeep Yadav is back. Kuldeep Yadav, who injured himself in the nets on the Kuldeep Yadav, who injured himself in the nets. Well, he is back, and and the other player who is in, that is Yashasvi Jaiswal. So Yashasvi Jaiswal replaces Ishan Kishan in the side, while Kuldeep Yadav comes in for Ravi Bishnoi. So that's a like for like change. And India have never lost 320Is on the trot here. And there seems to be a bit of a delay in the start. Because even the fourth umpire is out in the middle, and there is some kind of a delay, and he's shaking his head and walking back. The Indians are out in the middle. The West Indians are, in fact, the players are walking back. The players are walking back, and we are not quite sure what the delay is all about, because everyone is smiling, and even Yashasvi Jaiswal, who was handed his cap, is okay, my word, the 30-yard circle is not drawn out, and hence we have a delay. Well, this is a joke. This is a joke, because now all the players have come in, and all the players would go back, because oh my word, well, were they preparing for a test match?
So it's a bride without an ornament on her neck. I mean, the necklace is missing.
Absolutely. Woo. And
one of its kind delay now.
Yeah, absolutely. And unfortunate that we are in against we are for a delay here, and we take this opportunity for all those who are asking for fantasy team predictions. That's if you want some suggestions, we'll just give you that. Just give us a sec. But this is a big joke, if I might add, because it's not what you would want in an international game. A 30-yard circle has not been made. So this can be your fantasy team. You can have both the keepers, Nicholas Pooran, Sanju Samson, and in your batters you can have Shubman Gill, Surya Kumar Yadav, Rovman Pal, Shimran Hetmeyer, and Tilak Verma. All-rounders, you can have Jason Holder and Hardik Pandya, and in the bowlers you can have Alzari Joseph. Oh, sorry, I said all-rounders, Hardik Pandya and Jason Holder. You can have only one all-rounder there, Hardik Pandya. And in bowlers, you can have Hardik Pandya and Roston Chase in your all-rounders, and in your bowlers you can have Alzari Joseph and Yuzvendra Chahal. In your captains and vice captains, well, in for Grand League participation, you can have Nicholas Pooran and Hardik Pandya as captain and vice captain. And for the safe league, that's a small leagues, you can have Tilak Verma and Rovman Pal as your captain and vice captain, and you can also have Roston Chase as one of your options. So hope all those doubts are clear. Thank you everyone for tuning in so quickly. And आज किस प्लेयर को सेलेक्ट करना है, कैप्टन किसे बनाना है, किस को सेलेक्ट करे, वी बिलीव कि हमने सबके जवाब दे रहे. कौन से खिलाड़ी अच्छे परफॉर्मेंस करेंगे? स्पोर्टर 442, 842. मेरे हिसाब से जो स्पिनर हैं या स्लो गेंदे डालते हैं, तो उनको आप सेलेक्ट ज्यादा कर सकते हैं. और हेलो उदय जी, हेलो कमल राउत, हेलो आज के मैच में टीम में किसको रखेगा, किसको कैप्टन बनाए? आई होप आपके सवालों का जवाब यहाँ पर हो गया है कैप्टन लीग में. और 6-5 कॉम्बिनेशन बेटर रहेगा रादर देन 7-4 कॉम्बिनेशन. ये हमारा सुझाव है, पर आप अपने हिसाब से भी रख सकते हैं, क्योंकि यहाँ पर बारिश की संभावनाएं भी हैं. तो आप में भी थोड़े बहुत सेकंड इनिंग्स में मे भी आप फास्ट बॉलर्स को यूज कर सकते हैं, बट इट्स टोटली योर कॉल. बट नाउ इवेंचुअली आफ्टर ऑल दैट डिले, a 5-minute delay, probably the players are back on to the field.
Come on.
Yes.
I mean, just that, come on. We cannot have a delay due to a 30-yard circle not drawn. We're not actually mocking them, but it can just happen to anyone, because yes, this is kind of a start, that a player would not like to get into. You walk in the field not knowing anything that is there, but eventually you lose your concentration, or your the momentum that you carry towards the start of the game, and then there's a break, because players are ready for a rain interval or for any mishap that happens, but they're never ready for a ground not being ready. Now they'll always be conscious about what was being done on the ground. and it does not look great on the organizers' part. Where the basic, that was a basic that you could have done, because had that 30-yard circle been drawn, it would have not caused a delay. That is another part. But why? Why at first place do you miss such important details which are very, very basic? You don't find those mistakes, and you should not commit those mistakes rather at the international level. You can understand it, you're doing a domestic league, or you're doing a semi-domestic or a semi-international league where you play a 40-over match or a 3 days test match. There we can understand still, but at here it's very difficult for players to understand, or even the spectators to understand why it was not done. As Hardik Pandya starts the proceedings with the ball, and Brandon